Jada, you've always been, first of all, Big Ten tournament, number 6 seed. That's got to feel good.
Very good, very different type of level just going into it, very different packing level as well. It's just a very different mindset going into that. Being from last place to 6th, it's a big difference.
Feel especially rewarding for you, given all the years you've put in?
For sure. I mean, coming in my freshman year, that's the change we thought we were going to make from the beginning, but to see it now, I'm just very grateful for it.
You've been pressed into service in the 4 spot and into the starting lineup. What's that adjustment been for you?
Mostly just been rebounding, putting myself in there like that, and then taking the ball out of bounds when the other team scores. But other than that, it's just been getting back in the flow of offense with playing the 4. The 4 spot is typically what I do, is just catching and shooting and stuff like that. So it hasn't been much of a change, but just getting better on the rebounds.
Did it take a minute to figure out where you need to be defensively?
No, on defense I have Adalia playing more of the 4 spot, but I guard the 3. But on offense, it's been a mindset change of just where the 4 spot is, learning all those plays and stuff like that.
Did it feel like in the record game and the practices leading up, you guys are trying to figure out how to work between two talents you kind of have?
Yeah, for sure. Just letting people be comfortable in the new spots that they're in, letting everybody be comfortable in the new offices and stuff that we have, and just being comfortable in how we play in the new position that we are playing in.
Did the Rutgers game provide validation that, okay, this can work? You know,
Yeah.
if we work it a little bit, know what we're doing, this will work out okay?
For sure it did. I think with the Nebraska game, it's just a hard game to play Nebraska off of the injuries that we just had were very sudden, and then the sudden change of everybody basically having to change their position. I think it was just very sudden, but the Rutgers game, everything came together.
Which is kind of the news of the vibe around this team going into March, but just a lot to play for.
Just going in, it's one game at a time, but we're here to win it all, honestly.
Talk about this from last to 6th. Has that set, I know it's only been since Wednesday or Sunday the season ended, but has that set in for you at all in the last 48 hours, what you guys have been able to do?
Honestly, this whole season, really, it hasn't set in at all, but it's just looking at stuff so differently now and just having to really switch my mindset. I've had a whole year to really do it. From the beginning, since we played Indiana, I think we've set a tone. And just from there, I've been trying to flip my mind and change how things are.
What kind of mindset flip is required?
A mindset of knowing that we have to come in and that we are the ones that are hunted as well. We are looked at as a game that we also can win, and people are going to come out our hands as well.
How cool is it to just be in a different position from this time last year? What was kind of the mindset last year this time, and then the mindset this year? What's kind of that switch look like for you?
Last year, the mindset going in was just win the first game, and then the games from there, we'll try our best and hopefully get a W. But this year, we know we can take it all the way. We know we can come in, and we know we're going to compete, and we know we can win each and every game.
You had some teammates get some individual honors this morning. What does that say about the progress of this program?
The progress of just being acknowledged as getting those awards as well. You know, you have to be one of the top teams to really get those awards, but it just means a lot to show that people are seeing our team for what they are.
Is there a mindset that you look at your half of the bracket and go, there's not a whole lot of awe? And just, I mean, you've either competed or beaten pretty much everybody in your half of the draw?
No, not really. When you go into tournament time, I mean, you know, anything can happen, and that's our mindset. Anything can happen with us. Anything can happen with any other team. I mean, Wisconsin just beat Michigan. Literally, it was March Madness. Anything can happen. Any team can step up at any moment.
Do you kind of look at yourself as being a key piece of this team, knowing the injuries that they have, and you know how much of an impact you can make, either offensively or defensively this month?
For sure. I think my defense is a big part in general, but just coming in and really bringing my leadership now, really bringing the rebounds and just bringing and keeping everybody together. And then also bring a new scoring piece for the team and bring that energy right from the game, except for coming off the bench.
What's kind of that different vibe maybe of coming off the bench, what you're trying to do versus immediately starting?
Coming off the bench was just watching the game, seeing how things are, and then coming in and making my impact that way. But right off the game, it's just changing the game from how it is, being that energy, being that spark, just really locking in from the beginning and just having that mindset.